For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville, Missouri has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to help each person reach their own personal best in regards to health and wellness. They utilize a variety of techniques because individuals respond differently and they realize that what works for one may not work for the next. So go see Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah today at 207 East Wall Street, just off.
Test one, test one, test one.
For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville, Missouri has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to help each person reach their own personal best in regards to health and wellness. They utilize a variety of techniques because individuals respond differently and they realize that what works for one may not work for the next. So For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville, Missouri has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to help each person reach their own personal best in regards to health and wellness. They utilize a variety of techniques because individuals respond differently and they realize that what works for one may not work for the next. So go see Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah today at 207 East Wall Street, just off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Hello, everybody. everybody, and welcome to Harrisonville, Missouri. I am Chad Grimmer, voice of the Harrisonville Wildcats, and we have district championship football action headed your way in just a couple of minutes. We got the national anthem coming, and we will be right back after this.
For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville, Missouri has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to help each person reach their own personal best in regards to health and wellness. They utilize a variety of techniques because individuals respond differently, and they realize that what works for one may not work for the next. So go see Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah today at 207 East Wall Street, just off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Middle School, and it is District Championship, Class 4, District 6 Championship to be exact, here from Harrisonville, Missouri. Your 8-3 Harrisonville Wildcats, the 8-3 Grain Valley Eagles, set to do battle in this one. The Wildcats coming into this game at 8-3, as we talked about, one of those three losses coming at the hands of this Grain Valley Eagles squad about 5 weeks ago, and that was a 19-7 loss for the Harrisonville Wildcats. This is the fifth time in history for the Wildcats that they have played the same team in the playoffs that they played in the regular season that they lost to. Only once in those previous 4 times had they won that game, and that was in 1981 against the O'Hara Celtics. So Cats trying to break the snide after a loss to a team in the regular season and get a win in the postseason. Harrisonville comes into this game, like we said, looking for a little bit of revenge. Been a long season for the Wildcats. Harrisonville started out the year gangbusters, 3-0, looked like they were one of the top 1 or 2 teams in Class 4 in the state of Missouri, and all of a sudden a 3-game losing streak comes and boom, the Wildcats then they're in trouble. Had to take a brief moment there and let everybody watch the Harrisonville Haka. Last time that was instituted was 2007, and the last time the Wildcats went to the state championship game. As we were talking about your Harrisonville Wildcats, it's been a long season. They started out gangbusters. They were 3-0 on the year. Boom, 49-0 loss. Everything that could go wrong went wrong against Platte County. 10 turnovers in that game. They got a couple of injuries in that game. The next game, Morgan Salamaya does not play because he was injured. They play Excelsior Springs, lose that game. The next game against Green Valley, they lose. And all of a sudden, the Cats go from 3-0 ranked top of the state in Class 4 to 3-3, and everybody wonders what's wrong with the Harrisonville Wildcats. Coach Maxwell, his staff, they did a great job. They spun the tables, and the Cats have reeled off 5 consecutive wins after those losses, defeating their opponents by an average of 30 points a game. So the Wildcats are playing their best football of the season right now, and that's what you want if you're the Harrisonville Wildcats. You want to be playing your best at this time of the season. I want to thank everybody, all of our sponsors, for getting this broadcast on the air, but most importantly, I want to thank Mike Johnson and Excalibur Contracting, stepped up to the plate, paid for video cast throughout the entire playoffs. Misha charges for us to do these games on audio and video. Mike Johnson, Excalibur Contracting, they love to give back to their community. I'm going to tell you what. They helped with the Savannah Nash Memorial that's out in front of the Commons area at the high school. They just put new sod and did a lot of work on the high school football or the high school baseball.
For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville, Missouri has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to help each person reach their own personal best in regards to health and wellness. They utilize a variety of techniques because individuals respond differently, and they realize that what works for one may not work for the next. So go see Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah today at 207 East Wall Street, just off the historic Harrisonville Square. For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville, Missouri has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to help each person reach their own personal best in regards to health and wellness. They utilize a variety of techniques because individuals respond differently, and they realize that what works for one may not work for the next. So go see Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah today at 207 East Wall Street, just off the historic Harrisonville Square.
All right, we're back in Harrisonville, Missouri at Memorial Stadium. Hopefully, we will get all the kinks worked out. I know commercials are coming through a little scattered, so we will get that fixed for you hopefully here real shortly. If not, we can read those commercials as well. But we were talking about your game sponsors. We got to thank Excalibur and Mike Johnson of Excalibur Contracting, Show Me Auto Mall, Sherwood Community Bank, American Family Insurance, Cameron Chenoweth, Bowers Engineering and Surveying, Sonic, Holland Auto Sales, Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Young's Auto Repair, Naughty Auto, Colby's, Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center, and Forged by Fire. Those are our great sponsors that came on board this week to get this game on the air. Show Me Auto Mall is your pre-game sponsor of this one. Josh and Dacian will take care of you. Go see them across from Walmart. We were talking about keys to the game before we went to a break, and we talked about feeding the beast, and that was Morgan Salamaya. You've got to get him the football any way you can. He scored every which way this year. You got to get him the ball. He's the best player on the field. Number 2, discipline and fundamentals. You got to limit the flags, and you got to hold on to the football. That 3-game losing streaks the Cads had in the middle of the season, it was a lot attributed to us fumbling the football, so we've got to take care of that. So Wildcats, as you see out there on the field, won the toss, but they've deferred, and they're going to kick off to the Green Valley Eagles. Key number 3, revenge. They got beat 19-7 by Green Valley earlier this season. They can now end their season and make them think about it all season long. They need to prove that 3-game losing streak was a learning experience and not who this team really is. So the Wildcats looking for some revenge here tonight. We're getting ready for your opening kickoff coming your way here just momentarily. We talked about it. Cats 16-2 all-time against the Green Valley Eagles. They're looking for their 13th district title in the last 15 years. Also, the 18th overall. So it's win or go home time, folks. We're ready to rock and roll here from Harrisonville. Green Valley in their away white tops, blue bottoms, blue helmets. Wildcats in their home blacks, blue trim, blue numbers, blue letters, blue lid with the Wildcat on the side. Morgan gonna tee it up and kick it from right to left as we get set to rock and roll here in Harrisonville. Green Valley with 2 back deep to receive it here. Hardly any wind here tonight. Perfect night for some football. Class 4, District 6 championship game coming your way right now. Little onside kick by the Wildcats, and it's covered by Green Valley right around midfield. So Green Valley going to get the ball to start this first quarter of play, and they're going to have it in Wildcat territory. Coach Maxwell showing a lot of confidence in his defense as Green Valley going to get it to start at the Wildcat 48-yard line.
The 48-yard line here on the near side, the Harrisonville side.
So Green Valley set for action here.
Action here on the near side.
Shotgun formation. Tate Collum.
District 6 football matchup. Tate Collum under center. Here they go.
He's going to hand off right up the middle, and initial contact right at the line of scrimmage, and a host of Wildcats going to bring him down about 2 yards in.
Gain of about 3 yards on the play. Brings up second down. Second down and 7 for the Eagles. Officials hold the ball.
So it's going to be second down and 7 at the Wildcat 45-yard line. Green Valley going to come up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation, wide receiver to your left side. Backs off the end. Now they go up into the pistol. They're going to go in motion. They're going to hand off around the end, and nobody there for the Wildcats. And down the sideline goes Michael Marquez for a big gain of about 20. That's going to bring up a first down. There's a flag and it was holding, so it'll be coming back. I mean, there was nobody on the right side of the field for the Wildcats on that one. The holding could have been attributed to that, but nevertheless could have been a missed assignment as well, and that Grain Valley Eagles are going to be pushed back on their own side of the field at their own 45-yard line. So Grain Valley going to come to the line of scrimmage. Collum going to be in that pistol formation. He's going to have a 3 wide receiver set out to his right side this time. And they're going to go a little flare pass out into the open. They get it off to number 30, Nate Bushman, and he's going to be hammered after a gain of a couple, and that's all. So Bushman, and it brings up a 3rd down and long for the Grain Valley Eagles. So 3rd and 15 coming up for the Wildcats, or should I say the Eagles of Grain Valley on their own 47-yard line. Started this drive at the Wildcat 48 after a failed onside kick by the Wildcats. Grain Valley going left to right in this first quarter play. Cats going to go right to left. Tate Collum comes up as a back behind him, 2 wide receivers, and there's going to be a timeout called. So we're going to try to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back.
For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville, Missouri has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to help each person reach their own personal best in regards to health and wellness. They utilize a variety of techniques because individuals respond differently, and they realize that what works for one may not work for the next. So go see Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah today at 207 East Wall Street, just off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Memorial Stadium on the campus of Harrisonville High School. Your Class 4 District 13 or District 6 championship game. The 8-3 Wildcats, the 8-3 Grain Valley Eagles. 3rd and long coming up for Grain Valley. Collum going to bring his team up to the line of scrimmage, still talking it over with his coach. Going to have several wide receivers, 4 out to the left side. Collum going to be all alone in the backfield. Cats showing like they're going to bring pressure, and they're going to pass it deep down the field and right into the arms and down inside the 10-yard line. Number 8, McCoubry. All the way down to the 8-yard line. Beautiful pass by the junior Collum. Going to bring up 1st and goal for the Eagles. All the way down to the 8-yard line. So on 3rd and long, Collum unloads to McCoubry and gets a 45-yard gain down to the Wildcats' 8-yard line. 10-14 to go here, first quarter. Wide receiver McCoubry out to the left side. 2 backs off in. They're going to go in motion. And Lee going to give it up the middle to the second guy through. And the Cats meet him after a gain of about 2. It'll be Krell. So going to bring up a 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line. So Harrisonville gives up the big play on this first drive. See if the defense can tighten and bend, not break here. You'd love a turnover. If you can't get a turnover, you'd at least like to hold them to a field goal attempt. 2 wide receivers left, 1 right. Collum in the backfield, in motion they're going to go, and they're going to hand it off. No, Collum going to keep it himself and dives into the end zone. And one shows touchdown, and it will be a touchdown by Collum, 5-yard scamper. So the big play burns the Wildcats, and then Collum right up the middle for a touchdown. Makes it 6-0. Grain Valley with the extra point coming up. So Grain Valley comes out fired up. Big play on offense. They've struggled scoring at times this year, and they get a quick, easy score, and it's 7-0 Grain Valley. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back after this.
For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville, Missouri has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to help each person reach their own personal best in regards to health and wellness. They utilize a variety of techniques because individuals respond differently, and they realize that what works for one may not work for the next. So go see Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah today at 207 East Wall Street, just off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Well, Green Valley strikes first in this district championship game. A 48-yard drive capped by a 5-yard run, and they want nothing to do with Morgan Salamaya. They kick it to the up man, up at about the 30-yard line. Cats return it back to the 41. They can keep it out of Morgan's hands when he returns kicks, but they're not going to be able to do it when he gets in that backfield. So we'll see what the Cats have up their sleeve here. Offensive coordinator Coach Meeks getting ready to rock and roll here for the Wildcats. So here comes Eichhorst and company out for the Wildcats. It's going to be in the backfield. It's going to be Bowers and Salamai in the backfield. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Eichhorst under center. Going from right to left as we're set for action again. And this one's going to go right up the middle and nowhere to go for Bowers. He gets about a yard, and that'll be it. And I'll tell you right now, Green Valley's showing a little bit more emotion and sense of urgency early on in this game than your Wildcats. A lot of fire on the defensive side. There was some fire on the offensive side as well. We are ready to rock and roll. Second down at about 9. Salamaya Bowers in the backfield. Wide receiver left, wide receiver out to your right. And there's the handoff. No, they're going to fake it, and they go over to Snooks. And a wide open Snooks gets a gain of about 12 down to the 45 of Green Valley. So Joe Snooks with the little quick out. Good pass from Eichhorst, and it brings up a Wildcat first down. So first and 10 down to the 45 for the Wildcats. Here we go up to the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Bowers and Salamaya. Snooks out to your right side, the left side this time. And here they go this time to Salamaya. And he busts through to the 40-yard line. A little hard scamper by Morgan. And Morgan goes to the 40-yard line. Brings up a second down for the Cats down to the Green Valley 40-yard line. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Split backs in the backfield. Under center is Eichhorst. Eichhorst going to take it, give it to Salamaya, and he breaks through the initial line. He's into the secondary to the 30, down to the 25-yard line. 15-yard gain for the Wildcats. Brings up first and 10 for the Cats down to the 25-yard line. So the Wildcats go up to the line of scream. Bowers out to the left side, two backs in the backfield. Bowers lined up next to Salamaya, and they're going to take a pass to Bowers into the end zone. No good, and it'll be incomplete. Brings up second down and 10. So Cats looked for the end zone on first down. Nothing there. Brings up second and 10 for the Wildcats. Play coming in from the sideline. McCleve bringing the call in. McCleve going to be flanked out to your right side, to the left side. Wide receiver under center is going to be up the middle. They go to Salamaya. He breaks into the secondary, the 10 to the 5 to the house. Morgan Salamaya from 25 yards out. And just like that, it's a 7-6 ball game. Morgan Salamaya. Get used to hearing his names, folks, because I'm going to tell you right now that kid's going to be playing on Saturdays next year somewhere. Morgan Salamaya with the touchdown from 25 out. It's 7-6, waiting for the extra point. So here we go. The kick is up, and it is blocked, and it'll stay 7-6. So Cats trail 7-6 with 7:21 to go here in the first quarter of play.
For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville, Missouri has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to help each person reach their own personal best in regards to health and wellness. They utilize a variety of techniques because individuals respond differently, and they realize that what works for one may not work for the next. So go see Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah today at 207 East Wall Street, just off the historic here.
Hello and welcome back to Harrisonville. 7-6 our score with 7:21 to go here in the first quarter. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty with our commercials being played, so you may not be hearing much but silence in those timeouts or the same commercial over and over. We're trying to get that fixed for you as we broadcast. So 7:21 to go first quarter, and here comes the Morgan Salamaya kickoff. Deep kick by Salamaya, going to be taken back into the end zone by Grain Valley, and they're going to return it out to the 15 to the 20, and flag comes in late. That may be on Grain Valley, could push them back to about the 10-yard line. So we will see. Like I said, we got to thank all of our great sponsors we have here on this broadcast. In this one, Excalibur, Show Me Auto Mall, Sherwood Community Bank, American Family Insurance, Cameron Chenoweth, Bowers Engineering and Surveying, Sonic, Holland Auto Sale, Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Young's Auto Repair, Naughty Auto, Colby's Car Clinic, and Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center, and Forged by Fire. That was on the Grain Valley Eagles, pushes them back to their own 10, where they're going to start this second drive of the ball game. 48-yard touchdown drive the first time through. So here we go. Grain Valley from their own 10. Column in the backfield. Two backs off in the pistol. They're going to go in motion. They're going to hand off to the man in motion. Around the end they come. Good defense by the Cats on the near sideline. Jasper Davis with the tackle on number 13, Michael Marquez. Brings up a 2nd down and 8. So 2nd down and 8 from about the 14-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 13, it looks like. So 2nd and 8 coming up. See what Coach Schenker changed up on the defensive side after that opening drive. Collum going to bring his team in that pistol formation. Has a back behind him in the backfield, wide receiver to the left. And here they go. And they're going to throw a little flare out into the flats. And again, wide open is the wide receiver. That looked like 12, Josh Gordon. It was Caleb Krell out of the backfield.
Third down and 3 of the 5-yard pass completion so far.
So brings up 3rd down and about 3. Looked like a sure first down. The Cats closed quickly. A host of Cats over on the far sideline brought him down. Brings up 3rd down and 3 here. Last 3rd down was a 40-yard pass play. See what Grain Valley goes with here on 3rd down. Collum has Krell in the backfield. In motion they're going to go. And they're going to give it up the middle. And not quite to the 20-yard line is going to be Grain Valley. Looks like it's going to bring up 4th and about a yard from about the 20. That was Boozman. And they're going to punt here. And again, you wonder, are they going to try to just kick it over to the sidelines with Morgan Salamaya a chance to back there to return this one? So from their own 5-yard line, Grain Valley set to kick it away. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Cats trail 7-6 after a missed extra point. Difference in this one so far. Grain Valley going to punt from their own 5. Here's the punt, and it's going to go off the end of the foot up to about the 45 to the 50, picked up by the Cats, and returned down to about the 42-yard line. So a quick little 6-yard return. Jasper Davis. Dangerous situation there for Davis. The ball bouncing around. You get some damp football there. You could have squeezed that one out. Sometimes you just want to stay away from those, but he made 6 yards out of it. It'll be Cats ball at about the 42 of Grain Valley for their second time. Salamaya going to be on the right side in the backfield. On the left side in the backfield, next to him is going to be Bowers. 2 receiver set. This time out to your right side. Under center, Eichhorst. Up the middle they're going to go, and Salamaya backs his way in for a gain of about 4. Down inside the 40 to 39-yard line. Not quite to the 38. Going to bring up second down and about 7 for the Wildcats. I would imagine you're going to get a heavy dose of Morgan Salamaya in this one. As long as he can start churning out 4 and 5 yards per carry, then that opens up the pass game to Snooks on the outside. Eichhorst under center, 2 wide receivers to your right. Split backs in the backfield. Up the middle they go. No, pitch it back to Bowers. He's wide open on the far side after the pitch. A gain of about 8 or 9. Everybody keyed. Good fake by Eichhorst there to good fake by Eichhorst to hand that one off to Bowers. He faked the handoff to Salamaya. It's going to bring up a first down and 10 for the Cats down to the 30-yard line. Eichhorst under center, 2 wide receivers now left side, and the Cats are going to go up the middle this time and nowhere to go. Eichhorst. And that one, Bowers loses about a yard on that one. Going to bring up second down and about 11. So Eichhorst looking at the sideline for the play. Bring the play in is going to be Jasper Davis. Brings it in, gives it to Eichhorst. Eichhorst gets in the huddle now, ready to give the Cats their play. Ball at the 30-yard line. Second down and long for the Cats. 2 wide receivers set to your left side. Split backs in the backfield. And this time, Eichhorst stumbles, looking to pass. Chucks it deep downfield. Jump ball situation. Incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone by McCoubry. That one looked dangerous the whole time, as it was a floater down into the end zone. So much so Snooks became the defender on that one to knock it out of the hands of McCoubry, or he would have had an easy interception right there. Brings out third and long for the Cats at about the 30-yard line. 2:59 to go here. First quarter, Cats trail at 7-6. Difference, a missed extra point, something that's haunted the Cats all year long. Special teams kicking. 2 wide receivers set to your left. And again, they're going to throw it out in the flats and picked off right to Tristan Pfeiffer. They tried a little flare pass out to Salamaya, a little bubble screen, and Eichhorst looked right at number 11. Pfeiffer threw it right to him, and it's going to be Grain Valley's ball from about the 38-yard line. You always like to lead your running back on a throw like that. He led his running back, but he led him about 2 yards too far when he should have thrown it up and over to where only one that could catch that was Morgan, and instead he led him forward, and the defensive back was able to pick it off. 3 wide receivers set now for Grain Valley. Out to the left side, pistol formation for Collum. And Collum looking to pass. He throws it out in the flats. McCoubry, he's got a catch up to the 40 and out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. And it'll be a second down and about 5. A lot of quick passes early on for Grain Valley, and Grain Valley not afraid to pass the football. Second down and about 5 coming up, 2:51 to go here in the first quarter of this one. So second down and about 5, 2:51 to go, 7-6 your score. Two backs off in. Column in the backfield, hollering at his line. Has number 42, Krell, in the backfield with him. This time they're going to hand it to Krell, and Krell's going to get a tough yard. Bring it up third down and about 3. So third down and about 3 coming up. 2:25 and counting here in the first quarter. Cats down 7-6. McCoubry flanked out wide to this right side. Two backs off the end, and they're going to throw it out to McCoubry, and way overthrows this time. And it brings up fourth down, and Grain Valley, see if they decide to punt here. It's close to midfield, and it looks like they are going to punt. And I'll tell you what, you watch that play right there, that throw by Collum. You think, oh, wow, he missed him badly on a short throw. But that was about a 35, 40-yard throw across the and he just overshot him a little bit. Going to bring up fourth down, though, now. And Collum back to punt it away. Good to be able to have your quarterback as your punter as well. You can run a lot of different fakes out of those formations. Salamaya and Davis back to return this one. Everybody going to get away from it. Bounces inside the 30 and down to about the 27-yard line. Down at the 27 by Wolfgang Clapper. Going to bring up first down and 10 for the Cats from their own 28-yard line. So 2:01 to go here in the first quarter. Great thanks to our game sponsors, Excalibur, Show Me Auto Mall, Sherwood Community Bank, American Family Insurance, Cameron Chenoweth, Bowers Engineering and Surveying, Sonic, Holland Auto Sales, Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Young's Auto Repair, Naughty Auto, Colby's Car Clinic, Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center, and Forged by Fire. Two wide receivers set out to the right side. Split backs in the backfield. They're going to give it to Salamaya, and he's got all kinds of room. Gets to the outside, to the 40, to the 50, down the sideline, into Grain Valley territory, down to the Grain Valley 45-yard line. Big gain, about 30 yards for the Wildcats. 28 yards for Morgan Salamaya, down to the 45 of the Grain Valley Eagles. 1:52 to go here first quarter. Cats in business again in Grain Valley territory. Last one it ended in an interception. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Bowers next to Salamaya in the split backfield. And here they go up the middle. It'll be Icorse keeping it himself. He's got running room inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. 18-yard scamper by the quarterback inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. So it'll be first and 10 inside the 30 to the 27. 1:40 to go here in the first quarter. Cats inside the Grain Valley 30. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. A little shifting on the defensive line there. This time they're going to give it to Salamaya, and he's going to back his way inside the 26 to about the 25. 2-yard gain by Morgan Salamaya. Here we go. Second down and 8. So the Wildcats get the play from the sideline. Two wide receivers set, going to be out to your left-hand side this time. Two backs in the backfield, and Icorse under center. And Icorse going to give it to Bowers. He spins out of a tackle inside the 20, down to that 19-yard line. Nifty moves by Bowers inside the 20, down to just inside the 20. Not quite to the 19. Going to bring up a third down and a couple for the Cats in the red zone now here on third down and short. So third and short coming up. 2 wide receivers set. Cats may be able to get this last play off. We'll see if they get one more play off here in the first quarter. They do, and it'll be Salamaya inside the 20 to the 15, still on his feet. Inside the 13-yard line to the 12. It'll be a 1st and 10 after this first quarter ends for the Wildcats. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Cats at about the 12-yard line. And that will end the first quarter, so we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back after this. Sherwood Community Bank in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, and Harrisonville is the area's only locally owned and managed bank in the Harrisonville area. So you like to keep your money in the community, go see the fine folks at Sherwood's Community Bank and put your money back into the community. Sonica Harrisonville is the one fast food restaurant in Harrisonville that always steps up to the plate when the Wildcats are in sports. They always like to be the first one there, and usually the only fast food restaurant in town to fully support those Harrisonville Wildcats. So next time you think fast food, think of Ed and his gang over at Sonic. All right, we're going to go to second quarter action now. The Harrisonville Wildcats trail 7-6, but they're in business down to the 12-yard line of the Green Valley Eagles as we get set for second quarter action. Cats now going to go left to right here in this second quarter. So here come the Wildcats from the sidelines. Going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 12. Wide receiver out to the left side, wide receiver to the right, split backs in the backfield, I-course under center. And here's the first down, and they're going to throw it over to the sideline, and that one is going to be caught on the far sideline by Snooks inside the 10 down to the 6-yard line. So going to bring up a second down and about 3, a little out pass to Bowers, and the Cats in business down to the 5-yard line. Would like to get on the board here and get that lead. Going to flip-flop sides here. Split backs in the backfield. And I-course, he's going to hand it off. Salamaya inside the 5 on his feet down to about the 2. Close to a first down. Going to bring up 3rd and short, though, I believe. 11-12 to go here first quarter. Going to bring up 3rd and short. Coach Meeks right here, the offensive coordinator. I may think about just having I-course crawl right up under center and a little quick snap, quarterback sneak up the middle. Wide receiver left, wide receiver to the right, 3rd and short for the Cats inside the 5. And this time they're going to give it to Bowers. No, Salamaya. And I don't think he got it. It's going to bring up 4th down here. And it's going to be 4th down, so the Cats are going to have to go for it here. Kicking game has been a struggle for the Cats. So 4th and 1 coming up. I-course waiting for the play from the sideline. Brings it in. And here we go. I-course going to bring it into the huddle and tell his guys what it is. 10-15 to go. Big 4th down early on in this one. Cats trying to go on top. Green Valley trying to hold. I-course under center. And he's going to give it to Salamaya. And Morgan Salamaya somehow stays on his feet. And it'll be very, very close. We'll see if it's going to be enough for a Wildcat first down or not. So they're going to have a timeout for a measurement here. Very, very close. I think he may be just a tad short on this one. Depending on where the chain links go, I'm going to say he's about a couple inches short. They say up here, they're saying no, he's going to be good. So we'll see. And it is just barely a first down. The cameramen know a little more than I do. First and goal for the Cats. And it was the second effort by Morgan Salamaya right there. That first effort, he got tripped up, but he kept his knees off the ground and was able to lunge forward for the first down. Under center they go. I-Course going to hand off this time. Bowers quite get to the end zone. Down to the 1 yard line. So it brings up 2nd and 1. Still waiting in this situation. You're so close. Just that little quick count, silent count. Just have the center snap it right to the quarterback and go right up the middle for your touchdown here. Catch them off guard a little bit. 2 wide receivers set to your left. Split backs in the backfield. And I-Course, this time he hands it off. Bowers into the end zone for a touchdown. 1 yard touchdown by Joe Bowers, and the Cats go on top 12-7. So at 9:09 to go here in the first half, Cats now lead 12-7, waiting for the extra point coming up. Salamaya looking to kick this one through here. Kicking game has been tricky at times this year. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is good, no good. And it's 12-7 Cats lead. So again, the kicking monster strikes for the Cats. 12-7 the score with 9:09 to go here in the first half of this one. Cats lead at 12-7. Colby's Auto Clinic of Harrisonville, one of the great sponsors that came on board with us here this time around, and Colby is back in action. Better than ever is Colby, and they also take care of you with tires as well. Colby's Car Clinic in Harrisonville. Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville is where you can go for your appliances right here in town. No need to drive to the big box stores up in the city. Erlene and her staff can take care of you here. They can deliver quicker. They can fix it if it's broken. Whatever you need with an appliance, Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville will take care of you. Wildcats set to kick this one deep. Morgan Salamaya to boot it away. For the Wildcats, Grain Valley going to go from right to left. Marquez back to return this one along with Buseman. So Buseman and Marquez back to return this one. 9:09 to go in the first half. Cats lead 12-7. Salamaya going to approach, and here comes the Salamaya kick. Little flare kick up the middle and dropped at about the 37-yard line. Covered up, I should say, at the 37-yard line. Wolfgang Clapper, and it'll be Grain Valley ball from their own 42-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Grain Valley Eagles from their own 37-yard line. Callum going to bring it up to the line of scrimmage. He's got Krell behind him in the backfield in that pistol formation. Off the left end is Marquez. Back off the right end as well, and here they go. They're going to go up the middle to Krell. No, does not give it to Krell. It's a keeper, and nobody accounted for Morgan in the backfield. Morgan read that one the whole way. The safety of the Wildcats, a 5-yard sack by Morgan, and it brings up 2nd down and 15 from the 32. I thought he handed it off, but Morgan read it, and Collum had nowhere to go. Brings up a 2nd down and long. The last 2 MRVC West teams standing, playing here tonight. Wide receiver out to your right side, split back off the ends, and here they go. Collum going to throw. He throws it over into target on the far sideline, McCubry, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 15. And another long pass right there across the field by Colin McCoubry. Coach Alley of Grain Valley asking him to do quite a bit with some of these passes, and that one was a misdirection back the other side, trying to catch the cat sleeping, and he just overthrew the intended target. Brings up third down for Grain Valley. Christian Cooper got a new lid from the sideline as his had a break on it. Cats in that 3-4 defense. Column to the line of scrimmage. Krell with them behind him in the backfield. 3 wide receiver set. And here the Cats come on the blitz. Chasing Column. He's looking to throw, and he throws out of bounds on the far sideline. So a 3 and out for the Grain Valley Eagles here. Going to bring up 4th down and 15. So since that first drive for Grain Valley, Coach Schenker's defense has made some adjustments and looks a lot better now. So 4th down coming up. So here we go. 12-7 punt coming from Column. Column going to punt it away. Big blitz by the Cats, a short end-over-end punt. And everybody going to get away from it. It's going to roll inside the 30. Down to about the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 from about the 27. 7:55 to go here, first quarter. First half, I should say. 7:55 to go in this first half of play. Conflicting reports that who is winning between Webb City and Carl Junction. One says Carl Junction, one says Webb City. So when we hear an actual one, we'll let you know. 1st and 10 coming up from the Cats from their own 27-yard line. Snook's going to be flanked out to the left side for the Wildcats. Wide receiver to the right side as well. Split backs in the backfield. Salamai and Bowers in the backfield behind Eichhorst. And this time they're going to give it through to Bowers. And Bowers gets to about the 29. Maybe a gain of a yard or two. Bring up 2nd and long for the Wildcats. Our video broadcast you see down in the corner there brought to you by Excalibur Contracting of Harrisonville. Mike Johnson stepped up to the plate, paid for video throughout the playoffs. Always likes to give back to his community. Helped with the Savannah Nash Memorial out in front of the Commons area at the high school. Just helped redo the high school baseball field with some sod. Excalibur Contracting. Anytime you may need something, talk to Mike or just thank him for helping out Harrisonville schools as he loves to give back to the community. We love that they give back to the community. So Cat's going to call a timeout and talk it over with 7:13 to go here in the first half of this one. Great sponsors for the Wildcats on this broadcast. We just talked about Excalibur, also Show Me Auto Mall. Josh and Jason at Show Me Auto Mall. They can find a car for you and take care of you anytime you need. Also, Holland Auto Sales of Harrisonville. They've been a Harrisonville institution since 1984. Steve and his family look for you a car, and they want you to keep coming back over and over again. They like that repeat business. They will take care of you as if you were family. Go see Steve today across from the fire station at Holland Auto Sales. That is Steve Holland and Holland Auto Sales. Also, a new sponsor on board, Naughty Auto of Harrisonville, Mobile Detailing. We'll get it more into that at halftime. But if you need a detail and you can't find the time, Curtis will come to you and detail your car right there at your home or office. Under center I-course. He's going to hand off to Salamaya, and Salamaya gets to the 30, and that's it as he is chucked backwards after the initial contact. So going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Wildcats. 6:59 to go here in this first half. Third down and long from their own 30. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, Eichhorst under center, split backs in the backfield. This time looking to throw, little flare out to Salamaya and incomplete. And going to bring up fourth down, so the Cats now going to have to punt this time. So brings up a fourth down.
Fourth down. Punt formation will be shown by the Wildcats. Eagles back to receive.
So fourth down coming up
Receive number 13, Michael Marquez.
from the 30.
Number 29, Morgan
Salamaya, the punter. The honorable mention punter, Morgan Salamaya. Morgan, 4 different positions he was all conference in this year. A little punt, gets it off, and kicks it inside the 40, inside the 30, and it's going to roll, folks, inside the 20, all the way down to the 10-yard line. A 59-yard punt by Morgan Salamaya after the roll. So 6:14 to go here, first half. Cats lead it 12-7. So 6:14 to go here in the first half. Wildcats lead it 12-7. Green Valley has the ball inside their own 10 to start this drive. That initial drive was on the Wildcat side. They had a 47-yard field and they took advantage. Since then, the Cats defense has stifled them a little bit. McCoubry flanked out to the right side. They're going to go in motion, and they're going to hand it to the man that goes in motion in the backfield, Boozman. So Boozman comes around in motion, takes the handoff, and gets nowhere. Brings up a second down and 10 with 6 minutes to go here in the first half of this one. So wait, Green Valley coming to the line. Callum going to be in that pistol formation, has Krell behind in the backfield. This time they're going to spread it out with 3 wide receivers out to the right side. See if they go that way or they're going to pitch it back. No, back around the other way. Callum, he's rolling out, looking, directing traffic, going to chuck it deep downfield. Got his man for first down. Up to the 45 of the Wildcats. Gavin Euler with the catch. Brings up a first down to the Wildcat 43-yard line. Jared Goss, usually very reliable at the cornerback position, got beat on that one. And that play just took so long to develop. It almost looked like Goss kind of took his time getting there, thinking that they weren't going to be able to throw it that way. When he saw him wind it up to throw, he had to try to catch up, caught up, and made the tackle. But a big gain for Green Valley, and they're into Wildcat territory. They're going to go in motion, and up the middle they go. No, Collum going to be chased out of the pocket after they fake it to Krell, and Collum going to come out to the near side and chased out of bounds and tackled out of bounds by the Wildcats on the near side. And that is Krameyer with the tackle. But a 7-yard gain brings up second down and 7. Watching this first half, the one thing I see about Green Valley, when they spread it out and spread the Wildcats out, that's when they've been their most effective, getting the Wildcats running in different directions all over the field. When they bunch it up, the Wildcats seem to be ready. So they're going to go wide receiver, 2 of them out to the left side, 1 to the right. Running back next to Collum in the backfield is Krell, and they're going to go in motion with Marquez. They fake it to Marquez. Collum going to keep it. He goes up the middle, gets inside the 25 to the 24, close to a first down. Going to bring up third down and short, though. They're going to mark him a little bit short of that first down. So brings up a third down with 4:40 to go here in the first half of this one.
So 3rd and 1 for Green Valley.
So 3rd down and 1 going. 4:25 to go. 2 wide receivers out to the right side this time. Pistol formation. Krell behind Collum. They're going to go in motion. And a penalty flag on the Wildcats encroachment. It's going to be a first down for the Eagles. So a mistake by the Wildcats. pushes it inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for Grain Valley.
That'll be defensive offside, the official call.
So offsides on the Wildcats brings up 1st and 10 down to about the 28-yard line. 4:10 to go here in the first half.
Still at 1st and 10.
Pistol formation. In motion, they go with Marquez. They fake it. They go up the middle. No. Column going to pass it over the middle. Has his man no and overthrows him. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10. So 2nd and 10 coming up for Column and company. So 2nd down and 10 from the 28-yard line of the Wildcats. Column brings his team to the line of scrimmage in that pistol formation. They're going to spread it out. 3 wide receivers flanked out to the right side, 1 to the left. Single back is Krell behind Column, and they're going to give it to Krell. No, Column going to keep it himself and cut it up the middle into the secondary, down inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line. They'll mark him down right at the 10. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 10. Got a couple of different reports now. Carl Junction up 3-0 over Webb City. That game at Carl Junction. If Carl Junction wins that game, the winner of this game will host the next round. If Webb City wins and Grain Valley wins, it would be at Grain Valley. If Webb City and Harrisonville win, it'll be at Webb City. They pitch it back, ball on the turf, and it brings up 2nd down and goal from the 15 now. They tried a little misdirection reverse there as we were talking about all the playoff scenarios. So Carl Junction wins, the winner of this game hosts. If Webb City wins, it depends who hosts that game. A lot of different scenarios with the Misha format, and we'll get into that maybe a little bit at halftime. 3 minutes to go here in the first half of this one. The Cats lead 12-7, but Grain Valley knocking on the door. Pistol formation for Column. Has Krell behind him in the backfield. And this time they're going to give it to Krell. He gets inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and goal from about the 12. So 3rd and goal coming up for Grain Valley. You got to think maybe they'll try to take a shot at the end zone here, or maybe get it in field goal position to get the sure 3. You don't want to throw an interception with 2:20 to go here in the first half when you're knocking on the door in a district championship game. But they're going to spread it out. 3 wide receivers set to your right. Pistol formation. Column has Krell behind him, and Column going to roll out that way, and he's going to run it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And the Cats play on their heels when they go with that 3 wide receiver set there. If you notice, they're kind of playing back on their heels because when Grain Valley spreads it out like that, they can do so many different things with it. Column showing he can run a little bit. Now a field goal attempt, it looks like, is going to be attempted by Grain Valley, going to be put down at about the 12-yard line. Dylan Richard, the sophomore, looks to kick it. They're going to let the play clock run down and the clock run down here. May think it over and maybe go for it here. I'm not sure what they're doing here as they let the play clock run down. And they call the timeout with 1 second on the play clock, and they are going to talk it over here. You got to think that calling the timeout, that they're not going to call it and then go on a fake. You got to feel like they're going to go for it now, because you can't go for a fake after a timeout, because that gives the other team, that gives the Wildcats a chance to sit here and say, guys, look for the fake, look for the fake. So we'll see. Got another report. We heard 6-6 is the score, Webb City and Carl Junction. So we will try to keep you updated on that one as the winner of this game plays the winner of Carl Junction, Webb City. 1:10 to go first half. Cats lead at 12-7. you're just joining us, Grain Valley scored on their first possession of the ball game. Cats defense has tightened up since then. Right now, though, they are knocking on the door, a chance to maybe kick a field goal here or go for it. We're going to see what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to still attempt the field goal, which is odd for me why you would call a timeout then kick a field goal. But that's why I'm the broadcaster and not the coach. So 1:10 to go here, first half. 4th down and goal from about the 5. Look to kick it through from about the 12-yard line, a 22-yard field goal coming up. Attempt for Grain Valley. The sophomore number 93 puts it up and puts it through for 3. Make it a 12-10 ball game.
For number 93, the sophomore Dylan Richard.
So with 1:09 to go here in,
1:09 left to play here in the first half.
we will be back right after this.
Matchup, the winner, of course, advances.
You tired of those big city America banks messing with your money and treating you like a number? Well, don't. The fine folks at Sherwood Community Bank in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, and Harrisonville are your only locally owned and managed bank, and they will treat you like family. So whether it's a new car, a house, a refinance, or maybe just a savings account for the little one, go see your friends at Sherwood Community Bank and keep your money in the community. Sherwood Community Bank, Creighton, Urick, Garden City, and Harrisonville, member FDIC. For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to specialize each person for their health and wellness. We utilize a variety of techniques because special individuals respond differently, and we realize that folks works for one may not work for the next. Go see Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah today at 207 East Wall Street, just off the historic Harrisonville Square. And here's the kickoff for this one, a short kick again inside the 30, taken by the Wildcats around the other end here. And see who's got that. It looks like Cats got some running room. Down the sideline they go. I'm not sure who took that one. Into the end zone, no flags. Morgan Salamaya with the kick return. They had him back earlier. The Wildcats kind of camouflaged him. That one was taken from about the 28-yard line, and it's 18-10 now. Wildcats up by 8. This is an important extra point, as that makes it a 2-possession game. Morgan Salamaya comes up to the 28, takes it all the way from the far side of the field to the near side. And a flag on the play. Too many men on the field for Grain Valley. This is where I go for 2 now, and it looks like it's going to be half a distance. And they're lining up like they're going to bring the team in. You may want to call a timeout here, and they do, to talk things over. So this one's at about the 1.5 from the 3. So the Wildcats are going to go for it 2 right after this. So we will be back to action here in just a minute. Why drive all the way to Nebraska to get your kitchen appliances and washers and dryers? It's silly when you have Earlene and her family right here in Harrisonville. A friendly hometown staff, quicker delivery. They carry all the same brands, including Maytag and Whirlpool, and they can even fix it if it's broken. So come in today, say hello, and get Black Friday savings before everyone else. Visit them at Troby'sMaytag.com, on Facebook, or in their showroom at 200 Plaza Drive across from the new Casey's. Troby's Maytag, one of our great sponsors on Wildcat Athletics. So they're going to talk it over. 51 seconds to go here. First half of this one, Cats lead it 18-10. And it looks like the Cats going to go for 2 here. They're already up by 8, which means a touchdown 2-point conversion for Grain Valley to tie it up. But if they get 2 here, it could be 20-10 and a 2-possession game. Wide receiver flanked out to your right side. Three jumbled up on the other side under center I course. They're going to pitch it back. Salamaya, and then a flag on the play. See if it's on the Cats. False start. So now you got to try to kick the extra point. And again, the Achilles heel of the Harrisonville Wildcats this year in situations has been the field goal kicking. They had a chance to make a 2-point conversion, make it 20-10. Instead, it's 18-10, and now about a 25-yard extra point coming up for the Wildcats. Going to be marked at about the 23-yard line. So Salamai 0 for 2 on extra points here today. See if he can knock this one through. It'd be a big one for the Wildcats to give them a 9-point advantage. Snap, hold, kick, no. And that's it. 18-10 your score as the Wildcats lead it in this one. We'll be right back after this. He's back. That's right. Harrisonville's favorite mechanic is back and better than ever. Not only do you get an ASE certified technician, but now has tire service as well. That's right along with all your Colby's can take care of your tires too. So before you head to the big city for so-called savings, think local and call Colby's first at 816-380-3000 and have him set you up with expert service instead. Holland Auto Sales in Harrisonville is not your here today, gone tomorrow car lot. Steve and his dad have been a Harrisonville institution since 1984. That's over 30 years of making vehicle owners happy and coming back over and over again. Steve was born and raised in Harrisonville and takes pride in making your car buying experience happy and enjoyable. So give them a holler today at 802 South Commercial or visit their website at hollandsautosales.com. Salamaya's kick coming up, 51.9 to go in the first half, and the Cats up by 8. The Salamaya kick is short and bounces up to about the 18-yard line, taken by Boozman. He's got it up in past the 30 to about the 35. And Greenville Valley has 2 timeouts and 46 seconds and about 65 yards of field in front of them.
46 ticks left to play here in this first half from Memorial Stadium in Harrisonville.
Maryville up over Richmond 22-3 at halftime of that one.
Out of the gun, and here we go.
So here we go. Grain Valley going to have a 3 wide receiver set. Now they got to bring an extra player onto the field. We're going to have 4 wide receivers flanked out to that left side, an empty backfield for Column. And Column looking to throw. Cats getting the blitz on, and they're going to roll and flush Column out, and he's going to run out of bounds for a loss of about a yard. Be a sack. Not sure who that was on the far side. Wallen, the junior linebacker. So brings up 2nd and 11 with 39.4. You got to think in a situation like this, Grain Valley may take one shot down to about the 30 or so of Harrisonville to try to set up something. If they don't get it here on 2nd and long, you got to think maybe they just try to run a draw on 3rd down to run some clock. 5 wide receivers, 3 to your left, 2 to your right, empty backfield. Column all alone back there, 39.4 to go. Cats show blitz and then back off. Krameyer back into coverage. They throw it over to the far sideline, dropped. Incomplete, intended for Trevor Hilliard. Brings up 3rd down and 11. So 36 seconds to go. So it'll be interesting to see what Grain Valley wants to do here with 36 seconds to go in this first half. Like I was saying here, with it being 18-10, and you're down by 8, Cats do get the ball to start the second half, so they may try to throw another one deep here. 3 wide receivers, 2 your left, 1 to your right, but it looks like they could set up a draw here as well. And this time that's what they're going to do, right up the middle with Column. He gets it up past the 40 to about the 42-yard line, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Do the Cats call timeout here at 4th down with 25 seconds to go? give yourself one last shot. Green Valley not going to call a timeout. So looks like the Cats are intent on letting it run, which they get the ball back after the half. So they're good with letting the clock run out on the half. So your score at the half, your Harrisonville Wildcats lead it 18-10. We're going to take a timeout. You will hear quiet for a couple of minutes. We'll have the... Oh, wow. So they call a timeout with 1 second left. We thought it was going to halftime, so it does not go to halftime. They call a timeout, and they're going to try to chuck one deep here. And that's a dangerous task right here. Cats got some danger on the defensive side and some speed as well. Somebody like a Morgan Salamaya, Jared Goss, gets a hold of that football. They could try to return it here when you have a wide open field like that. So we'll see what happens as we wait the last play of the first half. So I was talking about when we go to halftime, you'll hear quiet for a couple minutes. We'll have it up on the scoreboard. You will see that, and you will see all our great sponsors when we come back. We'll have our halftime show, and we'll talk about all those great sponsors as well. So don't think you lost your audio feed. It'll just be silent for a couple of minutes. So we're waiting for the throw here. 4 wide receivers all out to your left-hand side. Column in the backfield. He's going to have to chuck this one from about his own 30-yard line. He's going to wind up, thought about firing. He's still going to fire. Deep down the side he goes. Incomplete. And it brings up halftime here in this one. Marquez wanted the flag, did not get it. So your score at the half, 18-10. We'll take a timeout.
For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville, Missouri has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to help each person reach their own personal best in regards to health and wellness. They utilize a variety of techniques because individuals respond differently, and they realize that what works for one may not work for the next. So go see Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah today at 207 East Wall Street, just off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Welcome back. It's halftime of your Class 4 District 6 championship game. Your 8-3 Harrisonville Wildcats lead the 8-3 Grain Valley Eagles 18-10 at the half. Cats will get the ball to start the second half of this one. Cats gave up a big play on that first drive of the ball game, a 40-yard pass to McCoubry down the sideline, set up Grain Valley's first touchdown. Then the Wildcats have answered back with a couple of touchdowns to take a 12-7 lead. A field goal by Grain Valley cut it to 12-10. And then a 72-yard kickoff return for Morgan Salamaya put the Cats up 18-10. Couple of stories in this one. The Cats defense finally started to figure out Grain Valley there in the second quarter. They started slowing them down after that initial drive. But the other thing is the Wildcats and their kicking woes on the extra points. They had a chance to maybe make it a 20-10 game. Then they had an issue and a penalty, so it pushed them back. Then they had to kick an extra point. The extra point was no good, and it makes it 18-10. We were talking about that Morgan Salamaya touchdown. He's got a couple of touchdowns in this ball game for the Wildcats. And I'll tell you, the thing that's so special about Morgan, we talked about he plays well on both sides of the ball. He was all-conference at 4 positions. He was first-team all-conference running back, first-team all-conference safety, first-team all-conference kick returner, and first-team honorable mention punter for the Wildcats. So he can do so many things with it. That time they disguised him, pushed him up a little bit high, a little short kick, picked up by Morgan on the far sideline, ran all the way about 50 yards cross field, and then found some room, cut back, and made it all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. I always say there's those kids that can take over a game on their own and they can will a team to a win in football. Very few kids can do it. Most of the kids that do that are D1 talents. I've seen very few of them in my time of broadcasting, but every which one of them I've seen has gone on to play at the D1 level. I seen his senior year, Zach Davidson, over and over again call his own plays in the fourth quarter of a ball game, willed his team to 3 comeback wins his senior year. He went on to K-State and got in a game last year against KU. Travis Britz. Enough said about Travis Britz. You know what kind of a player he was. He had played this preseason with the Tampa Bay Bucks, so that kind of tells you what kind of player Travis Britz was. He was a 3-time All-Conference honorable mention, Big 12 All-Conference honorable mention at defensive tackle. And when he was at Harrisonville, his first game, I remember he missed the first couple of games his senior year. His first game back was against Rogers, Arkansas. First play of the game, literally took the left tackle, threw him out of the way, got into the backfield before the quarterback could ever hand off the ball, stole the ball from the quarterback and got the ball for the Wildcats. He could do that on a nightly basis. Rafe Peavy from Bolivar came up here about 3 years ago and had the best game of a high school quarterback that I had seen at this level. Some of the throws he threw, I don't see NFL throws or players making, and he made some great throws in that game. Willed Bolivar to the win in that game, and he went to the University of Arkansas. And then also Sean Ransburg. My first year doing broadcast at Harrisonville in 2007, he later signed with KU, and he was just magical with a football. He could just put the team on his shoulders and rock and roll. That's what D1 kids do. Morgan's that type of kid. He had that touchdown on the kick return. He has now scored 5 different ways this year for the Wildcats. He scored on a kick return. He scored on a return. He has scored on long touchdown runs. He's scored on touchdown receptions. And he has scored on a pick 6 interception return. So it's amazing to see what he can do and what kind of team the Wildcats are when he is out on the field. Got to give a lot of credit to Coach Schenker after that opening drive. Looked like Grain Valley may be able to run up and down the field on the Wildcats. His defense has held tight since then. Couple of big plays in there, but they tightened up, held them to a field goal there late in the first half, and then that kick return for Morgan Salamaya that put the Cats up 18-10. So it'll be interesting to see what the Cats come out with in the second half as the Cats look to extend that lead. They're going to get the ball to start this second half. Missed extra points, the difference in this one. It could be a 21-10 game right now for the Cats, up by 11. Instead, they're only up by 8 which is just a one-possession game. So we're going to take a quick timeout. You see the scoreboard rolling there. You see all our great sponsors. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Have you been wanting to get your vehicle detailed but can't never find the time to drop off the vehicle? Well, we have great news for you. Naughty Auto of Harrisonville comes to you. That's right. Go to work and Curtis comes to you for a full detail inside and out, including wash, wax, stain removal, pet hair removal, buffing, and paint correction. He will restore the showroom sign. That's not all. Naughty Auto does boats as well, no matter where your boat is. So give Curtis at Naughty Auto a call at 660-924-6507 to schedule your mobile detail today. We have great news. Harrisonville's newest restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open for business. Located in the Price Chopper Marketplace, they take pride in being a family-friendly destination for great food and steaks while offering great entertainment, including live bands and pool. So whether it's a family dinner or a night out with friends, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House is your place. Bring in your Wildcat game program and receive 10% off your bill. Some of our great sponsors on Harrisonville Wildcat Radio. Your score at the half, Wildcats lead at 18-10. I want to give a huge shout out. You've seen in the corner of our screen throughout our broadcast tonight the Excalibur logo. That's for Excalibur Contracting. Excalibur Contracting, and they stepped up for us and paid for video throughout the playoffs. They love to give back to their community. They have done it time in and time out. They took care of the Savannah Nash Memorial out in front of the high school. They also just helped resod the high school baseball field just a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you will hear the train horns down on the field too. They set those up as well. So thanks to all of them at Excalibur Contracting. Show Me Auto Mall, one of our great sponsors. Josh and Jason at Show Me Auto Mall take care of you and your family. So for all your used car needs, go see them today across from Walmart. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Harrisonville, Missouri. We're on the campus of Harrisonville Middle School at Memorial Stadium. Your Harrisonville Wildcats lead at 18-10, and the Eagles set to kick it off to the Wildcats.
The senior and junior respectively.
Last time the kickoff came up short, Morgan Salamayer returned it. See what Green Valley decides to do with it here. Here comes the kick. They're just going to squib it and picked up by the Cats at about the 47.
Will be fielded by the Cats. The 47-yard line, number 40, Jesse Walton, the junior fields the
So it'll be Wildcat ball from their own 47 to start this drive and start the second half of this one.
That's the first play to start this third quarter from the line of scrimmage, just seconds away.
Video broadcast brought to you by Excalibur Contracting. Mike Johnson and his family take care of the Harrisonville community, and they did it with the video broadcast. You see their logo down in the bottom corner, Excalibur Contracting. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, split backs in the backfield. Under center is Eichhorst. Gonna hand it off right up the middle they go. Up to about the 50, it'll be Joe Bowers. So right at midfield. And right in the middle of the field at the block H, it'll be second down and about 7. Cats would love to get on the board here, make it a 2-possession game in this one, and make Green Valley chase the rest of this second half. 18-10 the score. 2 wide receivers set out to your right side, under center. This time they're going to give it to Salamayer. He cuts and moves and swerves inside the 50 down to about the 47-yard line. Going to bring up third down and 4 coming up for the Wildcats. So a 3rd and 4 coming up. Play comes in from Jasper Davis, gives it off to Brandon Eichhorst. Cats going to break the huddle. 2 wide receivers set, flanked out to the left this time for the Cats. Salamayer and Bowers in the backfield. They're going to throw it out in the flats. Caught by the Wildcats. Spin into the Green Valley territory down to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line by number 8, Ethan McCoubry.
Looks like on the far sideline, trying to see, so hard to see the numbers on these black jerseys. All the way across the field. It was Jasper Davis with the reception, so a 12-yard first down to the 35. Cats move it into Green Valley territory. Bowers out to the left side, wide receiver to the right as well. Split backs in the backfield are Bowers and Salamayer. They're going to give it to Salamayer. He gets the initial contact. Right up the middle they go, about a yard, and that's all. Going to bring up second down and about 9. So 10-10 to go here. Third quarter. We're just underway in the second half. Cats up by 8. Difference in this game right now, a 72-yard kick return by Morgan Salamayer. 2 wide receivers set. Out to your right side, under center is Eichhorst. This time he fakes, he's looking to pass, he throws it out in the flats, overthrows his target. Bowers just a little bit high, brings up third down. As Bowers couldn't quite haul it in, brings up third down and 8. So 9:45 to go here in the third. Clock stops after the incompletion. Cats bring a play in. Trying not to let this drive stall out here at about the 34 of Green Valley. You may want to think about getting 4 or 5 and then going for it on 4th down. Maybe 4-down territory for the Cats. And they hand it off for Salamayer and nowhere. Brings up 4th down and 10. The ball at the 35. So the ball at the 35, looks like the Cats just going to punt it away here, which you knew they weren't going to try a field goal, but Salamayer back there, you never know, Morgan may just grab the ball and take off running as fast as he can. He's about at midfield. He's actually on the Wildcat side. Cats gonna have to try to get this off here, and they do. Salamaya takes it and a little pooch kick into the corner, and the Cats are gonna be down there to down it inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. So good punt by Morgan Salamaya. So Grain Valley comes back to action here. Tate Collum and company. Going to start from their own, basically, shadow of their own end zone. So 18-10, Wildcats with the advantage. Grain Valley has the ball. They're going to mark it. It looks like they gave them the ball at about the 4. So ball rolled dead at the 4. Collum has Krell behind him in the backfield. He's got Marquez off his right end, back off the left end as well. And this time they're going to go right up the middle, and Collum going to keep it himself up to the 10 and keeps on his feet in past the 10 to about the 12. 8-yard gain by Collum. Didn't see that play at all in the first quarter and most of the first half. Lasts about 6 minutes of the first half and start of the second half. That quarterback draw up the middle has been there several times. Collum very quick, scooted through for 8 yards, and he's going to be a handful next year, folks. Just a junior is Collum. Got Krell behind him in the backfield. Wide receiver out to the left side, 2 backs off the end. Collum this time he's going to give it to Krell. No, he's going to keep it himself, I believe that time. Tried to follow Krell and going to lose it about a half yard. Going to bring up 3rd down and short for Grain Valley. So 3rd down coming up for the Wildcats. 7:50 to go here in this third. And the Cats lead it 18-10. It's McCoubry and Marquez flanked way out to the right side. They're going to go in motion. Almost drew him off again. Now there's going to be 3 wide receivers set out to the right side on 3rd down and about 2. Collum's got Krell behind him. And now a broken play as they wanted to give it to Krell. And Collum not going to get to the 1st down marker. Brings up 4th down, and Grain Valley going to have to punt here. So on that 3rd down play, what they did there, they tried to draw the Cats offside, and I don't think they had a play in their back pocket to run, or the play that Collum had was different than the one that Krell was going to run, and instead they have to punt it away as Collum stands at his own goal line now. Salamaya back there along with Jasper Davis for the Cats, standing at about the Grain Valley 40. Collum going to stand at about his own goal line here. Little short punt, and it's kicked into the end zone. Collum nowhere to go, and a safety for the Wildcats. So a bad snap into the end zone. Krameyer there to take him down. Huge 2 points that the Cats needed earlier comes in the form of a safety, and it makes it a 20-10 ball game. And now the kick coming from Grain Valley. The Cats going to get the ball back after the 2 points. So good defensive stand by the Wildcats. Now here's what you do. What do you do if you're Grain Valley in this situation? They've been these little short kicks all night long. Now they got to kick from the 20 instead of the 40, and it's got it. Well, it can be a place kick if they want it to be, but they've got to kick this one away. You really don't want to give a short field to the Wildcats, already up by 10, but you have the dangerous returner in Morgan Salamaya back, so decision time here for Grain Valley. Like, do you try to kick it as deep as you possibly can and just take your chances with Salamaya, or do you just try to squib it down the middle of the field and hope one of the Wildcats touches it and falls on it? So 6:31 to go here, 3rd quarter. Cats lead it 20-10 in this one, and going to get the ball back after the safety on the bad snap on the punt to Collum. Ethan Krameyer brought him down. So a punt going to be coming from about the 20, and there's the free kick, and looks like going to be taken by the Cats up to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, down the sideline. They go to the 40, down to the 30, cuts back to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. All the way down to the 5-yard line, but a flag.
A flag at the end of the play at the 16-yard line, go to the near side. Nick Laughlin, the junior.
Nick Laughlin with the return. So it looks like there's going to be a late block in the back, way behind the play. But nevertheless, Cats will have great field position. They're going to talk it over here. See what the officials come up with. 6:19 to go as it stands right now. The Cats have the ball at the Grain Valley 5-yard line. But it looks like Grain Valley expects it to be on the Wildcats as well, as they're standing at about the 10 with the ball all the way down to the 5. So it's from the 16. So it looks like it's going to bring it back to about the 28-29-yard line. So it was a spot foul. Actually takes it back to the 26. So instead of down at the 5, it'll be at the 26-yard line of Grain Valley. And then unsportsmanlike conduct is going to push it back 15 yards to the 12-yard line after the play. So after all of that, it amounts to about a 7-yard penalty on the Wildcats. So ball down to the 13-yard line. Cats have it 1st and 10. So that was a dead ball. That's why they tacked it on after the 10 yards from the 16. Ball down to the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 Wildcats. 20-10 they lead. 6:19 to go here in the third. Eichhorst under center looking. Goes to the end zone. Javis up. No, can't quite come up with it. Brings up 2nd down and 10. So the Cats went for it there on 1st down. Brings up 2nd down. And the Cats can go a little bit like that in this drive. They can take a couple of chances here and there. They got that 2-possession lead right now. And a score here and an extra point would be huge. It'd be a 3-possession game. Right up the middle they go. Inside the 10. Gets to the 10, so a 3-yard gain. 3rd down and about 7 coming up for the Wildcats. You got to think the Cats are going to be in 4-down territory here. This right here in a playoff situation, this is where not having a field goal kicker can kill you. You could put 3 points on the board, make it a 13-point game. Instead, you're probably looking at 4-down territory. Up the middle they go. Bowers breaks into the secondary all the way down to about the 2-yard line. And it's going to bring up 1st and goal to the 2. So 1st and goal down to the 2-yard line. Wildcats lead it 20-10.
1st and goal to go for the Cats. Officials put the ball at the 2-yard line. The clock rolls.
So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats. So under center, Eichhorst, he's going to hand off, and Salamaya does not quite get to the end zone. Going to dive down to about the 1-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Cody Richardson provided the stop, the senior defensive lineman for the Eagles on the ball carrier.
Maryville trying to make a game of it up in, or Richmond trying to make a game of it up in Maryville, down 22-10 now in the 3rd quarter. About 5:36 left in the 3rd quarter of that one. 4:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 20-10. 2nd and goal from the 1. Eichhorst going to be under center here. They're going to pitch it back to Salamaya. He's looking for running room. Going to get to the outside. Did he get to the corner? No. Out of bounds at about the 1-foot line again. And it's going to bring up. Going to bring up the 3rd down and goal. And that's actually a loss of a couple. Brings up 3rd and goal to about the 3. And still haven't seen the Wildcats why they haven't done a quarterback sneak in this situation. A couple of times they've had it so close. And again, you got to know it's 4-down territory for the Wildcats here. And Coach Maxwell didn't like what he sees. He's going to run down and call a timeout. And it's going to bring up a timeout for us here as well.
Timeout is called by the Cats. They want to talk about it. When play resumes, it's third down and goal from the 3.
Third and goal when we come back.
Third quarter for Memorial.
We have great news. Harrisonville's newest restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open for business. Located in the Price Chopper Marketplace, they take pride in being a family-friendly destination for great food and steaks while offering great entertainment, including live bands and pool. So whether it's a family dinner or a night out with friends, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House is your place. Bring in your Wildcat game program and receive 10% off your bill. Have you been waiting to get your vehicle? Have you been wanting to get your vehicle detailed but can't find the time to drop off your vehicle? Well, we have great news for you. Naughty Auto of Harrisonville comes to you. That's right. You go to work and Curtis comes to you for a full detail inside and out, including wash, wax, stain removal, pet removal, paint, and buff. We'll be right back. So it'll be third down and 3, third and goal from the 3 for the Wildcats. 3-back set in the backfield. And up the middle, they're going to go for the Cats down to about the 1-yard line. And not sure who that was by the Cats. He got slammed to the ground. That was Bowers. So brings up a 4th and goal from the 1. Cats showing a split backfield with 3 backs in the backfield. So 4th down and goal, huge play for both sides here. Cats going to try to make it a 16-point game. Green Valley trying to stay in this one and nowhere to go. And break a tackle into the end zone. Dead for rights. Were they in the backfield and a broken tackle into the end zone. Morgan Salamaya. I thought he was dead at the 2-yard line, broke that tackle, and just walked into the end zone. Big extra point coming up this time. 26-10 the score. Can make it a 3-possession game. So 3:56 to go. Kick is up. Kick is good. And it's 27-10 Wildcats. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Have you been wanting to get your vehicle detailed but can't find the time to drop it off? Well, we have great news for you. Naughty Auto of Harrisonville comes to you. That's right. You go to work, Curtis comes to you for a full detail inside and out, including wash, wax, pet hair removal, buffing, and paint correction. He will restore the showroom sign. That's not all. Naughty Auto does boats as well, no matter where your boat is. So give Curtis at Naughty Auto a call at 660-924-6507 to schedule your mobile detail today. Young's Tire and Wheel Center in Harrisonville, another great sponsor on Wildcat Radio. William and his staff at Young's Tire and Wheel Center can get you whatever tires and wheels you need. They also offer free replacement flat tire throughout the life of the tire. So go see William and his staff today at Young's Tire and Wheel Center in Harrisonville. Comes the Morgan Salamaya kickoff. Cats lead at 27-10 with 3:56 to go in the third. Little squibber up the middle, off the hands of Green Valley, picked up down at about the 15-20. That's Marquez. He's going to try to get to the outside and does, up to the 35 to the 40 and forced out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. If there's one thing that's been a mess tonight, it's been the special teams.
24-yard return.
So 3:46 to go here in the first half, or third quarter, I should say.
Eagles break. To the line they go. Again led by their junior number 2, Tate Cullum.
So 1st and 10 for Green Valley from their own 41-yard line. Cats lead it 27-10, 3:46 to go into the third. A little flare out to McCoubrey. He gets it up to the 50 and forced out of bounds inside Wildcat territory at about the 47-yard line.
The change the move. 1st and 10 as they take it inside Wildcat territory. The Eagles do.
So 3:40 to go here in the third quarter, and I got an update from my wife, Angela Grammer, and she put a picture out there as Braxton is sitting at the computer watching the football game because he realizes it's his daddy sitting there talking. So, Braxton, I hope you're having a good time tonight with Mom and listening to Daddy on the radio. 3 wide receiver set, now 4, out to the right side. They're going to flare it out to the right side, and caught, stumbles over to the far sideline. Does the Grain Valley running back Gavin Euler, and it brings up a second down and about 10. So 2nd and 10 coming up for Grain Valley at the Wildcat 47-yard line, 3:23 to go here in the third quarter of this one. Cats looking to win their 13th district title in the last 15 years, and their 18th overall. And they lead it 27-10 and in control of it right now. Pistol formation in the backfield. Call them under center, and a timeout going to be called by Grain Valley. They're going to talk it over. Young's Auto Repair in Harrisonville, right across the street from Young's Tire and Wheel Center. Michelle and William Young will take care of you. They have a fall brake special going on right now with $94.95 brake special per axle. Go see William, Michelle, and the gang today as they can take care of you and take care of your car all season long. He's back. That's right. Harrisonville's favorite mechanic is back and better than ever. Now, not only will you get an ASE certified technician, but he has tire service as well. That's right. Along with all your engine care, Colby's can take care of your tires too. So before you head to the big city for so-called savings, think local and call Colby at 816-380-3000 and have him set you up with expert service instead. So here we go. Going to be 2nd and 10. Column in the pistol has Krell behind him in the backfield. 2 backs off the end. Wide receiver flanked out to the right side. They're looking out to the right side. He's going to throw it over the middle instead for McCoubry. And McCoubry catches it inside the 35 to about the 30. Ball on the ground. But they're going to say he was down at the 32-yard line first by... Chains do move it, and it'll bring up a first down for Grain Valley down to about the 32-yard line. Last update we had, Webb City and Grain Valley was Webb City and Carl Junction. Webb City was up 12-6 in that ball game. Reminder, if the Cats win this game and Webb City was to hold on and win, we'd go to Webb City. If Carl Junction wins, they will come up here to play either Grain Valley or Harrisonville. Little counter for Grain Valley, and it goes back the other way, 5-yard gain. Boozman came around on the counter after the fake handoff up the middle and got about 4. Cats defense was able to snuff it out quick enough to only limit it to a 4-yard gain. So clock continues to roll here in the third quarter. Cats lead it 27-10. 2 wide receivers set out to your left side, back off of each end. Pistol formation, Column looking to pass. He's looking to throw it out in the flats and does to Krell. Krell catches it inside the 30, tries to cut back, nowhere to go, and then is hammered down at about the 25-yard line.
Number 42, Caleb Krell, the junior running back. Delivering the hit was number 57, the senior defensive lineman.
Austin Campbell comes in late on that one, and Krell cut back, and Austin Campbell just lit up Krell after the gain of about 5. Probably the hardest hit we've seen here tonight by the senior Austin Campbell. Little brother up here likes to make fun of him sometimes, but he just let out a little bit of a yes on that one. Be expecting to hear that name the next couple of years as Trevor Campbell, because I'm pretty sure he'll be on that football field quite frequently as well. Column going to go back the other way, tries to cut it inside the 25 to about the 22. Going to be enough for a first down. down to about the 22-yard line. So the clock will continue to roll.
Officials front of the ball. The 22-yard line. Action will take place on the far side. Under a minute left to play.
So here we go. Wide receiver flanked out this way. They're going to go back the opposite way. It looks like Euler, and it's going to be a gain of about 2.
Ball carrier number 25. That's Mason Goosey.
So that was Goosey, not Euler. Brings up second down and about 8. Ball down to the 20-yard line. So second down and about 8 coming up. 25 seconds to go here. Third quarter. This one, Cats lead at 27-10. Crane Valley looks like they're going to get one more play off here. 3 wide receivers set out to your left side. Pistol formation in the backfield. Collum has Krell behind him in the backfield. And they're going to go right up the middle, and Collum going to keep it himself inside the 15. He's going to go, and it'll bring up a third down and about 3 as we go to the fourth quarter. So 3 quarters in the books. 1 quarter to go. The winner will be the Class 4 District 6 champion. We will take a timeout and we'll be back for fourth quarter action right after this. Are you tired of those big city America banks messing with your money and treating you like a number? Well, don't be. The fine folks at Sherwood's Community Bank in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, and Harrisonville are your only locally owned and managed bank, and they will treat you like family. So whether it's a new car, a house, a refinance, or maybe a savings account for the little one, go see your friends at Sherwood Community Bank and keep your money in the community. Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC. Why drive all the way to Nebraska to get your kitchen appliances, washers, and dryers? It's silly when you have Earlene and her family right here in Harrisonville. A friendly hometown staff, quicker delivery. They carry all the same brands, including Maytag and Whirlpool, and they can even fix it if it's broke. Come in today and say hello and get Black Friday savings before everyone else. Visit them at tropiesmaytag.com, on Facebook, or at their showroom at 200 Plaza Drive across from the new Casey's. So we're set for fourth quarter action right down here in front of us. Wide receiver out to the side. They're going to go in motion. Collum going to hand off. No, keep it himself. Gets inside the 15. May have enough for a first down. We'll see where they stop him. Brings up either a fourth down. Oh, they're going to stop him a little bit short. So it'll be fourth down at about a yard with 11:43 to go here in the final frame. So big fourth down coming up for the Eagles, more so than the Wildcats. If the Eagles don't get it, Cats will take over. And they're going to go with a 3 wide receiver set. Got to expect them to try to draw them off. They've drawn them off once already. And Collum going to keep it himself. He's going to have enough for a first down, and a first and goal coming up for Grain Valley down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So Collum calls his own number. 22-17, Maryville leads Richmond at the end of 3 quarters of play up there. My father-in-law, Ron Dunham up there, and watching his Richmond Spartans. He's assistant principal up at Richmond now. A lot of Harrisonville folks will remember that name. Ron Dunham used to be the athletic director here in Harrisonville. 11 minutes to go. And here they go on first and goal. Collum looking to throw. He's going to get rolled out of the pocket. He's at the 12. He's going to throw it all the way back across the field and through the back of the end zone, incomplete. And it'll bring up second down and goal. I'm going to tell you how tough a throw that is for a quarterback right there. Rolls out one way, throws back across the other way. Probably about a 50-yard pass and on the money to McCoubry, but McCoubry was just a step out of bounds. He jumped up, and the Cats did not allow him to come out, down in bounds, and he was shoved out of bounds. Brings up second and goal from the 10. So Cats trying to hold here. Grain Valley trying to get a score. You got to think they're in field goal territory because it would make it a 2-possession game again. 3 wide receivers again out that way, and Collum going to throw it out in the flats. Has his man inside the 10, down to the 5, down to about the 4-yard line on the far sideline. Brings up third down and goal from about the 4. So Marquez on the reception.
Third and goal to go. On the stop was number 15, Casper Davis, the junior.
So 10:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Cats lead it 27-10. Grain Valley trying to get a punch one in here and get back to within 10. Third down and goal from about the 5. Back off the left and right end. Pistol formation in the backfield. Running back behind Collum, and he's going to go right up the middle on his own and get to about the 2-yard line. Still pushing and fighting in there. Whistle blown dead. It's going to bring up fourth down and goal at about the 1. So we'll see where they mark it. Mark it at about the 2-yard line, not quite. So fourth and goal just inside the 2. With 9:35 to go here in this one. Huge fourth down coming up. Touchdown gets him back to within 10. A fourth down stand by your Wildcat defense. They're going to spread it out over here on the near side. You got to think Collins going to take it and go right up the middle with it. We'll see. You got to be expecting that if you're the Cats. He's done it several times. Instead, he's going to go over to the opposite side and nowhere to go on the far sideline. The Cats snuff it out, and they take over. Salamaya, the one that his speed is undeniable, how fast that kid is. He closed that in a heartbeat and kept Collum from the end zone, and it brings up first and 10 for the Cats from their own 1-yard line. You got to be careful if you're the Cats here, though. You don't want to give up. You don't want to give up a safety right here or a fumble in the end zone, anything like that. You want to get it out of your own end zone. This may be the time for Coach Meeks and the offense to just sneak it right up the middle. Instead, they're going to hand it off and get to about the 1-foot line. See where they mark it at. They're going to bring up second down and 10. Barely out of the end zone were the Wildcats. So going to bring up second down and goal here. Bowers and Salamaya are going to be in the backfield. Snooks brings the play in from the sideline. He's going to be on the near side here on the left side, wide out. 3 wide receivers set the other way. Salamaya alone back in the backfield, and they're going to pitch it out to him. And Salamaya going to turn on the burners and get a first down. Dangerous play from your own end zone, but Morgan turns on the Jets around the corner, 11-yard run. Gets him out of trouble, out of the end zone. First down up to the 12-yard line. I got a feeling the Grain Valley fans are probably sitting over there after some of these plays, and every time they hear the name Morgan Salamaya, they go, are there like 6 of them out there? So here we go, first and 10, and they're going to go back the other way. And Salamaya tries to make a couple guys miss and does, and stays on his feet. Finally blown dead at about the 11-yard line. Going to bring up second down for the Cats.
Lead tackle number 8, Ethan McCoubrey, and number 18, Seth Scheibler.
So 8:05 to go. Cats lead by 17. So 7:55 to go. Cats content on running as much off of this clock as they can, up by 3 scores. Wide receiver to your left, wide receiver to your right. Under center they go. They're going to hand it to Bowers, and Bowers breaks free up to the 20, to the 22-yard line, and it's going to bring up third down and short for the Wildcats. So a good spurt by Bowers there, pushes him up to about the 22, just short of a first down, brings up third down and short for the Cats.
Third down and 1.
So third down and a yard coming up. Webb City up 12-6, fourth quarter of that one. Under center, And up the middle they're going to go. Nowhere to go. Bowers got back to the initial line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up 4th down for the Wildcats. They're going to have to punt it away. So it brings up 4th down, so Salamaya going to have to punt it away here with 6:45 to go. So 6:45 to go here. 4th quarter, Cats lead 27-10. Salamaya from his own 10 to punt this one away. Got it and takes his time, punts it away. Fair caught at the 48 by Grain Valley. Marquez at his own 48-yard line. It'll be Grain Valley ball with 6:23 to go. They're talking about Springfield, Glendale, and Ozark. They had 71 points at halftime and 500 yards passing for the Glendale quarterback. 6:23 to go.
Last high. In case you're wondering, back to this one. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 6:23 left to play in the contest.
So 6:23 to go. Grain Valley has it at their own 49-yard line. Pistol formation, wide receiver flanked out to the right side. Column, he's going to look and he's going to roll out. He's looking to pass. He gives it over to Marquez up to the 40, to the 35. They're going to mark him at the 37 of the Wildcats with 6:17 to go. Clock will stop momentarily. So Grain Valley starting to get a little bit more quick with their plays coming in. Clock will roll. Pistol formation. And they're going to go right up the middle with it, and that will be Column. He's going to be close to another 1st down. And the chains will move. It will be another 1st down. 6:03 to go. So Grain Valley getting in a hurry now with down 3 scores with 6:03 to go. So the clock will roll here. Now under 6 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. 18-6 Webb City over Carl Junction. Winner of that game gets the winner of this game. In motion they're going to go. And off to the side, no. Column keeps it himself, gets back to the line of scrimmage with 5:40 to go. So Webb City up 18-6 in that ball game. So with Webb City up 18-6, if the scores both hold, that means the Harrisonville Wildcats will travel to Webb City next Friday night to take on the Webb City Cardinals in a rematch of last year's state quarterfinal game. 2 wide receivers set out to the left side for Grain Valley. Pistol formation. In motion they're going to go, and they're going to hand off, no, fake it, and Column going to be rolled out of the pocket. Holding going to be called, but they're going to throw it down the field anyway and overthrow the target Marquez. Going to bring up a 2nd down and about 20. So brings up a 2nd down. It'll bring up a 2nd down and long. So that'll push them back 10 yards from their own 26 to their own, or from the Wildcat 26 to the Wildcat 36 here. So 36-yard line is the ball. 5:01 to go here. And the Cats with the advantage. 27-10 is our score. 3 wide receivers set out to the left side. Lone receiver to the right. Column rolls out to the left side. He throws it down the sideline. Intercepted on the far sideline by the Wildcats. Jarrett Goss with the interception, and the Cats start nailing hammers in the coffin, but still a little bit of time left. Not quite hammered all the way in. 4:58 to go. And the Cats lead by 3 scores, 27-10 the score.
Wildcats offensive unit coming out On first and 10.
20-6 Webb City up now. Got to thank Jeff and Tina Sandy. I think they're down in Branson in their camper listening to the game, watching the game. There's a breakaway for Mr. Bowers up to the 50, down to the 40, inside the 40 to the 35 of the Grain Valley Eagles. 50-yard run right there by Joe Bowers. But as I was saying, Jeff and Tina Sandy watching, listening down in Branson. It's what the great thing about the internet. You can watch and listen anywhere. And it's all brought to us by Excalibur Contracting. Mike Johnson, take care of us. And we love it. They love to give back to their community. They do it week in, week out, year in, year out. They've done so many projects around the Harrisonville School District. Next time you see Mike or Natalie, just go up and tell them thank you. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, and the ball on the ground, and Grain Valley takes it right back. So Grain Valley takes back control of it. 4:22 to go. 27-10 the score.
Their first fumble tonight.
So first down and 10 coming up from their own 38-yard line. 4:22 to go in this one. We talked about those nails starting to be hammered into the Grain Valley coffin. Well, they just kicked a couple of those nails out and keep breathing here with 4:22 to go. Three wide receiver set out to our right side, one to the left. Pistol formation, column in the backfield. Has the running back behind him. He's going to roll out to the right side, looks back to the left. Cats flush him out of the pocket, chase it by Christian Cooper, and throws it down the sideline and out of bounds. Going to bring up second down and 10.
Pursued by number 5, Christian Cooper, the sophomore.
7-10 our score. 4:12 to go now.
So second down and 10.
So we'll try to keep you updated on that Webb City game. Hopefully have a Webb City final before we go off the air to let you know who and where we play next Friday if the Cats score holds up. First and 10 from their own 38 for the Grain Valley Eagles. Column going to be in the pistol formation. Has the running back Gushi behind him. Three wide receivers out to his right, one to his left. He's going to roll out to his right side, look to pass. He throws it over to the sideline and caught by McCoubry up near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the clock will stop momentarily as they reset. And here comes the hurry-up offense by Grain Valley as they're already up to the line. Probably got 2 or 3 plays already called in this situation. Now they're going to flip-flop sides. 3 wide receivers go to the left side, 1 to the right side. Try to get some coverage, and they get it out for Marquez over on the far sideline, and he runs out of bounds into Wildcat territory, down to the Wildcat 47 with 3:47 to go. Allows Grain Valley to regroup, get a couple new plays in. Thing about high school and college as opposed to the pros, when you get a first down in high school and college, clock stops till they reset those chains, so it can work as sort of a timeout for you to where if you have a couple of plays in your back pocket, you can have them called, get the first down, get back up to the line of scrimmage quickly. 3 wide receiver set, now back over to the right side. And Column going to roll out to the right, flushed from the right, goes back to the left side, and picked off by the Wildcats down at the 30-yard line. I believe that's Goss again. Jarrett Goss, back-to-back interceptions for the Wildcats, so 3:40 to go. Cats going to look to roll the clock on this one and get back to the state quarterfinals, win their 13th district title in the last 15 years are the Harrisonville Wildcats. Remember, this broadcast could not have been possible without all of our great sponsors. Of course, Mike Johnson and Excalibur Contracting for paying that video feed to Misha. Show Me Auto Mall, Sherwood Community Bank, American Family Insurance, Cameron Chenoweth, Bowers Engineering and Surveying, Sonic, Holland Auto Sales, Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Young's Auto Repair, Naughty Auto, Colby's Car Clinic, Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center, and Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House. Hand it off to Bowers. He's going to get it up to the 35-yard line. That's where they're going to mark it. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 5. So for 3:20 to go here, for just the 2nd time in their history, the Wildcats will win a game in a rematch. 5 times in their history, they have played a team they've lost to in the regular season, and for only the 2nd time they get the win. This one's broken into the secondary, and down the sidelines they go, and nobody's going to catch him to the house.
No flag thrown, play will stand.
That'll be a 65-yard touchdown run by... Who do you think that one was ran by? Morgan Salamayo. Morgan Salamayo with the touchdown run, and the senior has been literally everywhere tonight. Another touchdown by Salamayo. The kick is up, no good. It's 33-10. Cats lead by 23. So start packing your bags, folks. We're going to be rolling down to Webb City next week unless Carl Junction comes up big quickly. They're down 20-6 in the 4th quarter of that one. So 2 years in a row, we'll head down to Webb City, and every school's got a nemesis. That one team that they always struggle against, and for the Wildcats, it has been Webb City in the past. So the one school, I'm pretty sure that is the only school that Harrisonville has played multiple times that they have not beaten. I'll have Trevor go in and get Brett Jones and tell him to come out, and I'll figure that one out. We'll try to get the information from Brett, but I think that is 33-10 the score, 2:55 to go here in this one. So 33-10 your score. Salamayo going to kick this one away. And a little end-over-end kick. Bounces at about the 15. Taken at the 20 by Marquez. Up the middle he goes to the 30. And a flag comes in late. Going to be an unsportsmanlike contact by somebody. So 2:48 to go in this one. Cats lead it 33-10.
Personal foul against Green Valley.
So it'll be a personal foul on Green Valley. It'll push them back. You see we put the logo back up there for you guys. You can see the great sponsors we had come on board. Forged by Fire, Kitchen and Tap House, Troby's Maytag Home Appliance, Colby's Car Clinic, Naughty Auto, Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Young's Auto Repair, Holland Auto Sales, Sonic, Bowers Engineering and Survey, American Family Insurance, Cameron Chenoweth, Sherwood Community Bank, Show Me Auto Mall, and Excalibur. 18 seconds on the play clock, 2:48 to go in the ball game. And they throw it out to the near side. Up to about the 28-yard line goes the Green Valley Eagles. I've thanked them a couple of times. I'll thank them again. Thank them several times, and we can't thank them enough. Mike Johnson and Excalibur Contracting for stepping up to the plate. I put out there at the beginning of the week that we were looking at maybe doing audio broadcast, audio and video. We said we really couldn't do video. Video costs too much. Misha charges you $500 per game to do a video broadcast. After getting in touch with Jason West at Misha, we found out we became an affiliate program, and they stepped up and paid for the entire playoffs. They had a deal that you could get the entire playoffs for a set cost, and Mike and Excalibur stepped up to the plate and they said, we want to do this for the school district. So they paid that fee for us so that we were allowed to have video throughout the playoffs. Unless they get to the state championship game, we're not allowed to video because it's a Misha-sanctioned event. So that would be an audio-only broadcast, but we got to get to next week first. And we want to thank Excalibur for stepping up, and then everybody else just kind of jumped on board as well. We had some great new sponsors, people you hadn't heard about before in Harrisonville. One of my great friends, Curtis Jones, started Naughty Auto, and I really encourage you to give him a call. Nothing better, detailing when they come to you. So that means Curtis is going to come to you. So a lot of times people don't have the time to get their car detailed because they have to take their car to work. So they can't take a day off and drop their car off, or they can't get a ride to work, so they don't ever get their car detailed. Well, Curtis takes care of that for you because Curtis will come to you. So what he does is he comes, he washes it, he waxes it, he buffs it, he does paint fixing. He cleans it inside, cleans it outside, gets pet hair out of it, stains out of it. Just does a wonderful job. And I encourage you to give him a call. You know, we've talked about him here several times today, and he will take care of you, and he will get it fixed for you. He'll make it back to that showroom shine we like to talk about. And if you want to get a hold of Curtis, his number is 660-924-6507. Naughty Auto, 660-924-6507. So 2:03 to go in this one after the timeout. 3rd down and 5. Grain Valley's still fighting and clawing. That one's behind the intended target, Marquez from Column. And it brings up a 4th down and 6 with 1:59 to go. Grain Valley section is mostly cleared out. Brings up a 4th down and about 5. They're going to call it 6. Column in this shotgun pistol formation with the back behind him. 3 wide receivers out to the left side. He rolls out to the left. He's looking to throw. He's chased out of the pocket. Goes back to the right side, nowhere to go, and he just throws this one away with 1:50 to go. And at a 33-10 ball game, Cats with the advantage.
Pass ball is incomplete. Number 8, Ethan McCouver. The intended receiver, number 40, Jesse Wallen. Number 54, Nick Cruz. On the coverage.
So 1:50 to go. Cats are going to win their 13th district title in the last 15 years. Their 18th district title in their history. They're going back-to-back quarterfinal trips to Webb City, as we will go down to Webb City next Friday night to take on the Cardinals. I've always said it, and I've said it for years, to be the man, you got to beat the man. Harrisonville has wanted to be at the top of Class 4. They've been an elite Class 4 program, but they haven't been able to get up to over that hump at Class 4 and get to a state championship game. Well, this year, Webb City's going to be ready for them. That's a team. Webb City went through some growing pains like the Wildcats did this year. They lost 3 games this year. Webb City teams haven't lost 3 games for a long time, and they lost 3 games, and they've gotten better as the season went on. Harrisonville getting ready to win their 6th consecutive football game. They've gotten better as the season has gone on, and it sets up a quarterfinal showdown in Webb City next Friday night, as the Wildcats will take on the Webb City Cardinals. I don't have an absolute final on that one, but last we knew, that was what we had. So we want to thank everybody that's listened and watched tonight. I was telling you earlier, Jeff and Tina Sandy down in Branson, Missouri were watching tonight. I know that my wife Angela and my son Braxton and my daughter, only 5 months old, probably doesn't know what was going on, but she may know that Daddy was talking somewhere and she could hear his voice, all watching at home. Several other people. I know Forged by Fire talked about having it up in the restaurant tonight, so hopefully Forged by Fire got to put it up on the TV tonight and people got to watch. And with the away game next week, we may have to talk to some new sponsors about maybe having a watch party. So that's going to do it. The Wildcats kneel down, and they're going to be district champions for the 13th time in the last 15 years and for the
Wildcat Nation,
third year in a row.
you're a Class 4 District 6 champion.
So your final score tonight, 33-10 is your final. Again, we couldn't have done it without all of these great sponsors you see right there on your screen at home. Excalibur, Show Me Auto Mall, Sherwood Community Bank, American Family Insurance, Cameron Chenoweth, Bowers Engineering and Surveying, Sonic, Holland Auto Sales, Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Young's Auto Repair, Naughty Auto, Colby's, Maytag, Home Appliance Center, Forged by Fire, Kitchen and Tap House, all great sponsors of the Harrisonville Wildcats, and hope to have them all back again next week and then some more as we just continue to build, and hopefully we've got 3 more games left. And if that's so, then that means we're going to be in Webb City, maybe somewhere in St. Louis, and then we'll be back to Springfield, Missouri for the state championship game. As Ron looks at me really weird and goes, Springfield? As I don't know if everybody knows, the Rams moved from St. Louis to LA, and in doing so, that meant Misha had to find a new place to play games, and Plaster Stadium, where Missouri State plays, has stepped up to the plate, and they're going to host Class 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The weekend before Thanksgiving, the Class 6 state championship game and the 8-man state championship game will be played on, I believe, Friday in Columbia, Missouri at Faroe Field. So that's what you have in line, but we'll see what happens. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back after this. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Harrisonville, Missouri. We're on the campus of Harrisonville Middle School Memorial Stadium, and for the 13th time in the last 15 years, your Harrisonville Wildcats are district champions, and they will travel to Webb City next Friday night to take on the Webb City Cardinals. Again, your final score, 33-10. The Wildcats win this one going away. Put it away in the second half. They led by 8 at the half and then kept on rocking and rolling to win this one. Again, it was one of those nights for the Wildcats. They just kind of fought and clawed. They stayed ahead, and then third and fourth quarter, they put their team away. Morgan Salamai, I talked about him in the pregame show. I said the key to the game, feed the beast. I said you have to feed the beast, and they did it tonight. Morgan Salamaya had a long touchdown run in the fourth quarter to put this one away. He had a 72-yard kick return for a touchdown in this one, and he had a 30-plus yard touchdown in the first quarter to get the scoring started for the Wildcats. He can do it all. The Cats are going to ride his legs as long as they can in this playoff run. Next week, we got a great setup. You got Webb City. You got Harrisonville. Two teams that struggled early in the season. They're both finding their way late in the season, and I guarantee you everybody's looking at that state bracket and those last 8 teams remaining. They're looking at those two teams, and they're saying, Those are the teams we don't want to play right now. The problem is they got to play each other in the quarterfinals. So which one of those will come out victorious next Friday night? We'll find out because we'll have it live on 4tees.com next Friday night. Again, all of our great sponsors for us on this one. They're right up there on the screen. If you see one of the sponsors on there, go thank them, go see them, go take care of them. Excalibur, thanks for putting it on the air for us, making sure we have video for out the playoffs. Guys, we will see you next Friday night in Webb City. Have a good night.